Welcome back. We're going to do the next 4 resurrection eggs together. The first one we have is our green one, and it is, what is this? Can you tell? Well, it's a leather whip. It's a little small, but it gives you an idea. Did you know that Jesus was beaten? He was beaten for us, and he didn't even do anything wrong. He took on all the pain of all the mistakes we've made. The bad men, after they got him, they beat him. And it wasn't with a little whip like this. The whip they had stones and rocks and blades in it, and it hurt Jesus very badly. And he bled a lot. And that was very sad. Our next egg is the crown. You've worn a crown before, like on your birthday, you get to wear a crown like a king. Well, this crown is a different kind of crown and probably a little hard to see on video, but this crown is a crown of thorns. They took it and they put it on Jesus' head and they pressed against his head and made him bleed. They called him the King of Jews because they said, oh, you're the King of Jews, you think you're the King of Jews, so here you go, here's your crown. Well, that crown was very painful. So not only had they beat him with the whip that we just talked about, but they also put a crown on him, but it was not because it was his birthday, it was not to be something special. It was because they were being mean and they were making fun of him. This was the hard part of Holy Week that Jesus had to go through. And sometimes it's very sad to think about and hard to understand, but he endured that pain for us. Our next egg is very special. Can you see it? It's a cross. But the most special thing about this cross is it is made out of nails. Because when Jesus died, he was hung on a cross. In the shape of a cross, his body laid there, and they put nails into his hands and into his feet. They nailed him to the cross. It was so very sad, but it was dying on this cross that made such a difference, because when he died and his blood poured out of his body, our sins, the things that we do wrong, the things that make Jesus sad, were forgiven. So this cross is very important, especially because it is made out of nails. So there's the cross. Our last one for today is a dice. The men who were there, they gambled for Jesus' clothes. Gamble means to roll the dice and whoever gets the highest number wins. Well, they did, and they won his clothes. Poor Jesus. Not only was he beaten, not only did that crown go on him that hurt so bad, he was hung on a cross, but even his clothes were gambled for. It was a very sad time. But I promise you, better times are going to come along in the next video. See ya.